Blast off. Hey everyone, MonroeMann here. Super sick. Still got a cold. Voice isn't great. Head's killing me. But gotta do a live stream. That's just the way it is. And today's topic is I want you to take heart because no one is who they seem to be. I think a lot of us get very depressed and miserable and frustrated, and we lose our self-confidence because we look at other people and how they present themselves, how they want us to perceive them, and they inadvertently make us feel bad about our life, about who we are, about our progress in life, about who we are. Yeah, I'm all right. I'm still sick. Nothing happened. This is just me sharing some philosophy. It's easy for absolutely any one of us, especially today. I think I talked about this before. It was the concept of keeping up with the Joneses. The Joneses is this a generic name for your next door neighbors, and the next door neighbors are always, they got the nice new fence, or they have the nice new car, or the nice new whatever, and you start to think, oh, they're so much more successful than me. I need to do that. I need to get a new car. I need to get a new fence. Yeah, me too, Jesse. But the truth is, everybody tries to put on their best face. Very few people are. You do find some people who are very honest, and what you see is what you get. But the truth is, even if you find someone who is very forthcoming and frank with you about who they are, probably that's not even true. What's up, Lego? Glad you're back. Everybody's putting on some type of act. And we see this on Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, X, aka Twitter. Everybody posts stuff to make them seem like, look at me, I am so successful. Look at me, I am the best financial advisor. Look at me, I just got promoted. Look at me, this just happened to me. Look at me, look at me traveling. Look at me going on this trip. Look at me, look at my, like as CLVR does, look at my beautiful hair. Just kidding, right? But a lot of times these are just fronts. These are just masks that people wear to present to the world, because everybody wants to present a better version of him or herself to the world than reality. This is why I'm saying take heart. No one is who they seem. Everybody's wearing a mask. Everybody's pretending to be somebody else. So if you find somebody who looks like that person's life is all together, everything's going perfectly. Oh, got the wife, got the kids, has the great job, goes traveling. I guarantee you, if you talk to that person, you will find something about that person's life where that person is struggling, or where that person was not as honest as maybe when he and his wife are in public, they're all lovey-dovey, but when they get home, it is a miserable existence. What's up, Me Dojo? Me Dojo or Me Dojo or Me Dojo? We'll just call you Dojo. What's up, Dojo? Think about this on YouTube. Each one of us is presenting ourselves in a certain way. CLVR presents himself in a certain way, Jesse in a certain way, Dojo in a certain way, even me in a certain way. And nothing is ever reality. I always tell people, don't compare. Comparing yourself to anybody else and anybody else's progress or anybody else's success or how fast they're growing or it can be devastating to you because you're probably allowing a form of a lie to impact you. Because I guarantee that person is not telling you the whole truth. Maybe someone says, oh my gosh, my film just came out. I'm so happy. I'm so proud. It took 6 years, but it's done and it just got distributed on Netflix. What you don't hear is that the distributor took a lot of the money. There were big arguments on the set. It was a stressful experience. The guy lost 2 or 3 of his friends as a result, whatever it may be. Or it could be the same thing. I just got promoted at my job. I'm so excited. Now I'm the director of production. Or I'm the new VP of banking or whatever. Sounds great. But it might not. It might be cloaking the truth. Maybe that person hates working at this job. Maybe the promotion involves leaving her old team behind. And now she has to meet a whole new team. Maybe she has to move from New York to Texas as a result, and she doesn't want to move from New York to Texas. There could be so many things that are unsaid. That when anybody gives you bad news or good news, take it all with a grain of salt. Don't allow that to affect you emotionally. My mom always used to say to me, nothing is ever as good or as bad as it first appears. And I think you guys probably understand what I mean, because let's say you got some really great news. At first, like, oh my gosh, it's amazing. Well, it's probably not going to be it's not as good as you think it is initially. Or you get really bad news and you start to feel depressed and miserable. Truth is, it's probably not as bad as you think either. Nothing is as good or as bad as it first appears. We got 7 people here. We got 2 likes. I'm hoping we get up to 4 likes. Can 5 of you, awesome 7 people, join together and pick 2 of you to double click the screen so we get to 4 likes. Today we're talking about that you should take heart because no one is who they seem. No one is who they appear. Too often we allow others to impact our lives, right? Because we look at it, we compare ourselves to them. What's up, video? I was telling a moment ago about nothing is good or as bad as it first appears. I mean, just think about this whole YouTube live stream thing that it did. For 18 years, I'm struggling with absolutely no fans whatsoever. And I'm thinking, oh, that's just terrible. But nothing is as bad as it first appears. Suddenly found live streaming, and wow, it took off like a rocket. First 2 weeks. And I'm on a high. Oh my gosh, this is going to be amazing. I'll be monetized by end of July. But nothing is as good as it first appears either. And after 3 weeks, the algorithm changed. What's up, Luis Arturo? He's back again calling me Freddy Krueger. I don't know why he likes calling me Freddy Krueger, but very strange. After 2 weeks, of course, the algorithm changed. What's up, Abhishek? Great to see you, Trivedi. And I was getting fewer and fewer new people. And at first I got devastated, going, oh my gosh, it's ruined now. I'm never going to get monetized. It's going to be terrible. But nothing is as bad as it first appears too. So, and then guess what? Now I'm back today. Luis, we're going to time you out I'm putting you in a timeout for a minute. Yeah, thanks, Jesse. You can be on the live stream, but don't be writing silly stuff in here and calling me Freddy Krueger. That's just stupid. No, nothing is as good as bad or as bad as it first appears. And that goes back to when you compare yourself to other people, right? You see someone else. I mean, it's easy for me. And, all right. Hold on, I'm putting him in a timeout for... Okay. Sorry, I had to moderate some of these people in the chat. I'm sorry for the coughing, but that's life. You get sick sometimes. Nothing is as good or as bad as it first appears. And take heart, because no one is who they appear to be. We look at these movie stars, Tom Cruise, Keanu Reeves, and Ben Affleck, Jennifer Aniston, Jennifer Lopez, and we think, oh my gosh, their life must be amazing. If only I were a huge successful movie star. If only I had the money that they had. But here's the truth. I guarantee you they've got their own set of massive problems. Hey, Baldy. Nothing is, I guarantee you that they are not who they appear to be. And sometimes you see that. Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck are going through some very difficult times right now. And there are rumors that they're getting divorced again. And Ben Affleck is, talking about how the fact that he's famous, but when he's out with Jennifer Lopez, as soon as the people find Jennifer Lopez, they just go crazy. It's like, hey, Ben, how are you? Oh, my God, it's Jennifer Lopez. Oh, my God, I got to go talk to her. And for some, that fame has got to be a little bit crazy. And all of us, we think about, I want to be a big famous YouTuber. I want to be a movie star, rock star. There's some good benefits to that, but nothing is as good or as bad as it first appears, and no one is who they appear to be. So, and the truth is, even me, right? Yeah, Jennifer Lopez is pretty. And I am the best YouTuber. Thank you, CLVR. Maybe for one day I will not talk about your beautiful hair. And good, Baldy. I'm glad you're going to a work experience. So here's the thing. So think about this. He says, I gotta go to this work experience. So that means he's got a negative perception about it right now. He's going, I gotta go to this work experience. That's what I'm saying. Nothing is as good or as bad as it first appears. So you may think it's terrible. It's probably not as bad as you think it's going to be. And let's say you start a job. Or let's say you go there and you realize, oh my gosh, everyone's so nice. This is great in the first 30 minutes. And then you think, oh wow, this actually is an awesome job. I love it. Be careful. Nothing is as it seems. No one is as he seems. And so if you think your job is amazing right now, be careful, because it could come crashing down very quickly. And if your job is terrible right now, take heart, because it's not as bad as you think. Thanks, Video Game Studio. So no matter what situation you're in, when you get some good news, step back and realize, wait a second, it may seem great, but it's probably not as great as I think it is. Or if you get bad news, stand back and go, all right, it's probably not as bad as I think it is. Everything in moderation. And how does this go back to what I was saying before about various different people in our lives? No one is who they appear. Stop comparing yourself to other people. You find out your friend just gets a job for $150,000 a year. Well, guess what? I'm sure that person's got some major downsides by doing a job getting $150,000 a year. Or you find out that your friend only makes $15,000 a year, and you go, oh my gosh, that must be terrible. You know what? That person probably has a lot of benefits for a job that's only paying $15,000 a year. Nothing is as it seems. No one is how they appear, and nothing is as good or as bad as it first seems. What do we got in here in the chat? You won't be able to go to the gym because it closes when my job finishes. Yeah, but Baldy, again, nothing's good or as bad as it first appears. Nothing is as it seems. So you're thinking it's bad that you can't go to the gym because it closes when my job finishes. Let me tell you the story. Like when I was in Iraq, we would always go out on these mounted patrols in the Humvees on our way to the Iraqi army compounds. And we would take different routes, and the routes that we would take would often be determined by which what route the people in front of us took, so that we don't obviously want to take the exact same route because we don't want the enemy to know your patterns. So you try to mix up the patterns. Well, one day we were going out to the gate, and we were going to go, let's say, on Route A. But for some reason, we realized somebody forgot their helmet or their Kevlar or their weapon or something happened or the map. And like, crap. We had to get out of the line of departing convoys, and we went back to camp. And then we got back in line, and we ended up, let's just say, going on Route C instead. So someone behind us ended up sort of like taking Route A on this convoy to the Iraqi, wherever they were going outside. They got hit by IEDs, major attack. It was so bad that like one person died, 3 people had to be airlifted to Germany for intensive surgeries and things like that. It was pretty crazy. So at first we thought it was really unfortunate that somebody forgot a piece of equipment and we had to go back to camp. And we were mad, we were angry, we were frustrated. This sucks. And we were pissed off at that person, right? But later, it turned out that we are grateful to that person for forgetting the equipment, because if that equipment had not been forgotten, we would have not have gotten out of line, and we would have gone on Route A. And it would have been us that got blown up in the IED attack. So, Baldy, you say you won't be able to go to the gym because it closes when your job finishes. Maybe that's good. Maybe somebody's going to be there that you don't want to see. Maybe if you went there tonight, you would have hurt yourself lifting some weights or something. Nothing is as it seems. Nothing is as good or as bad as it first appears. We thought it was first terrible that we lost time because somebody forgot the equipment. We thought it was really bad. But we found out not only was it not as bad as it first seemed, but it turned out to be actually really fortunate for us, because it could have been me or one of my fellow soldiers who had gotten killed in that IED attack. Now again, I feel horrible for whoever did get attacked and those deaths and the injuries. But I'm also glad it wasn't me, you know? Jesse's asking, do you think it's stupid for me to make up different personalities for every friend? How can you make up personalities for your friends, Jesse? Your friends have their own personalities. So maybe you have to explain that to me because I'm not sure what you're talking about. Ruski. What is that? Ya Lubna. Oh, Ya Lublia. Ya Lublia, Ruski. Yavik. I can't read that completely, Jesse. I tried to read the Cyrillic in the chat. And go out for a run. King Chimmy's here. Hey, King. Haven't seen you in a long time. It is good to have you back. Today we're talking about you should take heart, because no one is who they appear to be. So anyone who's trying to impress you, anybody who's trying to make you feel bad because of their accomplishments, or if you're just looking at someone else going, oh, I wish I could drive that car. Oh, I wish I had a girl like her, like that guy. Or I wish I had a guy like her. Whatever. Just remember that nothing is as it seems. But I hope you guys can click like. We got 11 people here. Hope we can get up to 7 likes. That would be fantastic. King Chimmy's here. Hello, King. CLVR, Video Game Studio. Gracias, Senora. I'm not sure who you're saying gracias, Senora, to, because I don't know how many girls we have here in this chat. Thanks for liking, King. And yeah, Baldy, I was in the Army. I was in the United States Army for 9 years. I was an intelligence officer. I got out as a captain, 03, and I was nominated for a Bronze Star for my service in Iraq back in 2005. And you are worth it. I'm happy that I'm able to have served to help you in some way. Uh, King Chimney, Jesse, my dad was in the army, but he didn't fight in wars, which is just as much of a sacrifice, just as valuable, because your dad was ready and willing. Maybe didn't have to serve, but was available to if necessary. Who's Sabi? I don't know who Sabi is. But Abashek says, I started work in a BPO. Thought it's just taking calls and talking to a lot of people about their problems. Thought it would be tough and I should not join that job. But now I've been working in the same organization for the last 2 years and it's been an incredible journey. So there you go, Abhishek. Perfect story, just like mine. You have no idea why something happened, and whatever you think it is, it probably isn't. If you think it's terrible, I promise you there's probably some benefits. And if you think it's fantastic, be prepared, because you're going to find some negative aspects of whatever that is eventually. Nothing is as good as or as bad as it first appears. And Baldy loves cardio. It's a good outlook. Yeah, everything happens for a reason. And that can either be literal, meaning everything does happen for a reason. Let's say God is orchestrating everything that happens, or it just means if you live by that philosophy, if everything happens for a reason, it forces you psychologically to find meaning in every single thing that happened. This way you don't feel like the world is out to get against you. You feel like, all right, this is all happening for a reason. Why did I struggle for 18 years as a YouTuber and only now start to make some success? Maybe because it made me very empathetic. Maybe it's making me the type of person who can interact better with people. Maybe I can inspire more people because I know the struggle that people go through. More so than people. If I had succeeded 15 years ago, maybe I wouldn't be the person I am today. Yeah, don't forget to like and sub, as Jesse says. Kim Chimney, scary. It certainly was. And no one, I'm religious, by the way. That's great. I am too. I'm a Christian. I've liked, but everyone like if you haven't. Thanks, Baldy. Oh, you're talking about your personality, Jesse. Okay, your question wasn't clear. We all have different personalities with every single person we meet. It's just inevitable. The way that I act when I'm around my dog, Dancer, is different when I'm around my mom. The personality when I'm at the pizza place and I'm talking to Saeed there is completely different. My personality when I'm on YouTube Live is different because I have to put on an inspirational, motivational persona. My personality when I'm Rocco Tribbiani is different from Kino Surf, is different from Billy Bob, right? So I think it's completely normal. I think it makes us more interesting, the fact that we'll be different for different people. Well, I'd answer. I have to stay. I have to go get some medicine. My head is killing me again. One second, guys. Take some more of my CVS severe cold. All right. Yeah, I'm glad I survived 2 video game studio. Look at that. Look at that cute little doggy. Dancer. Hello. Oh, yes. Yes, you're such a good doggy. Cutest dog ever. Yes. Yes. Hello. Yes, Dancer. Yes. All right. What was I saying? No, I'm not depressed. I've got a cold. I can't talk. My voice hurts, so I can't express myself as I usually do. So I'm not depressed. I'm just no energy and want to curl up in a bed and just kind of sleep for 5 million hours. Baldy, hope you have a great rest of your day too. Thank you so much. Thanks for stopping by for a little bit. You say it as "Я люблю русский язык." "Я люблю русский язык." Я люблю русский язык. What does it mean? I love Russian. What's yazik? I don't know what yazik means in Russian. Yeah, I'm sick. Very sick. About toys. For my toy set today, hung out with my best friend, which is awesome. Now I'm currently feeling numb and somber. That's kind of how I feel. Numb, somber, sick, miserable. And yeah, I believe in God. I believe in Jesus, the Holy Spirit. I have my doubts about it, but I think that's normal. I'm still trying to figure out my way in life and figure out the meaning of it all, day by day, little by little. Yeah, Dancer's super adorable. What a great doggy. All right, see you, King Chimmy. Hope you'll watch the stream later, definitely. Oh, Jesse, that would be cool if you drew Dancer. Dancer would be very happy if you did that. Adios. It means I love the Russian language, but Yazik means language. Oh, Ya le bleu. Rus. What was it? Ya le bleu. Let me find it again. Ya le bleu. Ya le bleu Ruski. Ya le bleu Ruski Yazik. Ya le bleu Ruski Yazik. Yeah. Ya le bleu Ruski Yazik. Espero que tú sientas mejor pronto, Monroe. Gracias, mi amigo. Yo también. Porque yo estoy, I think it's enfermo. Yo estoy enfermo. Jesse, you don't know what to do about what? Yeah, that's right. Espero que tú sientas mejor. I hope you feel better soon, Monroe. Good job, CLVR. I believe that is correct as well. And oh my gosh, it's hard because I'm so sick. But I'm gonna chug on for a little bit longer. And again, guys, if any of you are doing YouTube, if you have a YouTube channel, this is a good book. The YouTube algorithm. It doesn't talk anything about live streams at all. So it's missing a huge chunk of important information. And I think because it was written maybe 2 or 3 years ago, maybe before live streaming on YouTube was really becoming a thing. But a lot of it is good information and worth looking at, worth reviewing. Yes, you guys got it good. Jesse, guess what? I think that's the normal for everybody. I want to live, but I also don't. I feel the same way too sometimes. Sometimes I feel like, what's the heck? What's the point? Why are we here? We're born, we live for 100 years, and then we die. It's very strange. This is why I personally believe in God, because otherwise I think I'll go crazy thinking that I'm completely worthless and I'm just a mass of chemicals and molecules and I have no actual purpose in life. But I see Dancer and I think, like, what's Dancer's role? Dancer's role, that my little dog, is to make people so happy. And my role with her is to make her feel loved and give her a great life. Where does that all come from? This sense of purpose? I think from having a God. Because if there's no God, we really are meaningless. There is absolutely no purpose whatsoever. That's why I encourage people, if you're an atheist, try to find the strength to at least believe a little bit in God. Because it's a lot easier to find purpose in life when you feel like you were put on this earth for a reason. If you just magically appeared for no reason whatsoever, then you have no purpose, and your life is meaningless. I was having a conversation earlier. I have another YouTube channel called Triple S Cubed, where the 3 S's are success, support, and scripture. I just talk about philosophy about religion and God and things like that. And one of my videos I was talking about, if there's no God, then there's no such thing as good. Good and bad doesn't exist unless you have something on which to base it. If we don't have a good barometer, a thermometer basically, how do you know if it's 32 degrees Fahrenheit? Unless you know what 33 degree is and what 31 is. And how do you know which is which unless you have a thermometer? I don't think anybody in the world can tell you, oh, I think it's 31 degrees. Nope, it's 32. Nope, it's 33. No, you need something on which to base your measurement. And I think it's the same thing with this feeling of good and bad. Where does good and bad come from? There must be some thermometer of good and bad that we are all basing our sense of good and bad on. If not, then good is just some random thing we just made up, and it doesn't mean anything. How can something be good if we don't know what perfection is? How could something be bad if we don't know what evil is? Good and evil really do exist, in my opinion. And that's why we have a conscience. It's why we have senses of good and evil. So that's my thought on that, Jesse. It's okay to have thoughts about, I want to live, but I don't want to live. I get it. That's been the human enigma for millennia, trying to figure out what the heck are we doing here? And what's the point of it all? All right. Let me see what else. Got some more comments here. You know, sometimes Abhishek says, we try our best to achieve something, give 120%, but still don't get it. Like my journey while I was struggling to crack any good government job. Abhishek, 18 years YouTuber. Only now do I have fans. How many books have I written? I've written 11 books. If you search for me on YouTube, on Amazon, or Barnes & Noble. I'm no New York Times best-selling author. I've produced many films. The only ones that you've heard of are ones that I tell you about because they did not become huge international hits. The idea is just that you can't give up. So if you gave your best to achieve it and you gave it your 110% but still don't get it, well, you didn't try hard enough. You got to keep trying. I get that there are some things that are like, oh, well, no, I wanted to have this particular job in this particular government agency and now I'm too old. Okay, well, if it really means something to you, you can try to change the laws to allow someone who's your age to do it. Or you can change the dream and say, I don't need to achieve exactly the dream precisely. It doesn't have to be this exact same job in this government agency. Maybe I could find a similar job in a similar government agency, or maybe I can create my own not-for-profit business that does even better work, does more work than these government agencies. I mean, there always are solutions to try to figure out how to, I call this concept redreaming, where you can't make your original dream come true, but you can still create a new dream and make it come true that'll give you the same feeling of success and accomplishment as if you had achieved the original dream. And yeah, live streams are fun to watch because you can interact with your favorite YouTuber. Thank you, Jesse. I'm not sure what you're talking about cars, Jesse. Abhishek says, but now I sometimes regret giving my time to the preparation I did to achieve it and it got me nothing. Let me tell you a story, guys. I wanted to be a police officer so much. I wanted to be a police detective. And I actually flew down to Florida, paid out of pocket to go to police academy in Florida. I spent 6 months there in police academy. And then I spent 4 years, because the certification in Florida lasts for 4 years. I tried applying to police jobs for 4 years. Nobody hired me. And it was pretty devastating. And in some ways, I feel like the police academy was a waste of time and money because what did it lead to? But today, I have a not-for-profit private investigation agency that's licensed here in New York, in Florida, and also in New York. I have a guy working with me, Federico, and we're doing some pretty cool stuff, helping a lot of people around the world. And none of that would have happened if I had gotten the job in law enforcement. And it was painful at the time. It still hurts me at times because I would have been a great police officer. And I think these police departments and these police chiefs and these hiring departments are a bunch of absolute idiots for not picking me. But their loss is my company's gain because now I'm the head of a international private investigation agency, Intertect.agency. So you may not know exactly now, Abhishek, how you're going to use all that preparation to achieve it. And it got you nothing. It did get you something. You just haven't figured it out yet. This is what I'm telling you. Nothing is as it appears. No one is as they appear. And nothing is as good or as bad as it first appears. And you think right now that it's pretty terrible that you spent all that time working on something you didn't get much from it. I'm telling you, you got a lot more from it than you think you did. You just haven't realized it. You haven't put the pieces. You haven't really put the pieces together. Huh. Just going out to the main room here. Get my... Okay, let's sit down. Dancer is... Look at Dancer again. Hello, Dancer. All she wants is belly rubs all the time. All she wants is belly rub. Belly rub. Dancer wants a belly rub, belly rub, belly rub. Dancer wants a belly rub, 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 rub. Okay. Back to business. So I hope that makes sense, Abhishek. It hurts right now and you feel like you wasted a lot of time, but it's going to come around again. And it's going to help you. For instance, like one of the things maybe I can do in the future is change the hiring practices of police departments because there's a big problem with the police departments in this country if they didn't hire me. Why didn't they hire me? Because I have too much education? Because I'm too smart? I don't get it. Because I have a YouTube channel? And I could have really helped a police department in Florida or a sheriff's office if they had hired me. But they didn't. Blew my mind. I thought it was just going to be an easy job that I would get, and I got rejected from every single police department. So weird. Got the Spanish red. Jesse, no. Stop that. Your point is to figure out your point, Jesse. That's your point. What do you mean, how should I attempt? How should I attempt what? And if you're talking about suicide, don't you be doing that here. And then you're going to be giving other people ideas. We don't want to discourage people. So I'm not... Clarify what you're talking about. Video game series, how are you so wise? Tell me your secrets. I'm telling you right now. I'm telling you all my secrets. All right here on my channel. I wanted to be a princess police officer when I was 5. Pavel Kuznetsov. Hello, how are you? I'm still sick. I'm hoping the next couple of days I'm going to feel better. And I think Pavel also lives in Russia. Jesse is from Russia originally. Yeah, Dancer is just like, I've had so many dogs in my life. No dog has been as cute and adorable and as loving as this dog here. And when we're out giving her a walk, she like runs up to people so much, and she's like panting and licking them, and like she's like gets so excited just to be able to be friendly to another person. It's amazing. Yeah, Studio, I'm glad you have a dog too. That's fantastic. I don't have a dog, but I take care for my younger sibling. Good. Abhishek understood my point. That's great. Um, Jesse, I'm good. I swam in the lake today. Wait, you have a wife and a girlfriend, Pavel? Can you explain that? How does that work? That sounds a little fishy right there. How can you have a wife and a girlfriend? And yeah, Jesse's asking the same question. Very interesting. Very questionable. But this goes back to nothing. No one is as they seem. No one is as he seems. No one is as she seems. Pavel's saying, I cook barbecue for my wife and girlfriend. It's probably not what we seem. Not what it seems to be. It sounds good, doesn't it? Or it sounds bad, doesn't it? But nothing is ever as good or as bad as a first appearance. Look at that. He says, I have a wife, but we had a friend with us who was a girl. Sorry for my bad English. Just like I said, nothing is ever as good or as bad as it first appears. Perfect example right there. It was just Pavel's English that confused us into thinking he had a wife and a girlfriend. But no, he's just got a wife and a friend who happens to be a girl. What's up, Kekurop? How are you? I am still sick as can be. Absolutely horrible. I don't know why I get sick so often. I get sick more often than most people. I'd say it's like every 3 months I have a cold like this. And I don't know why. I went to the doctor to try to get tested to find out why. Like, why do I have such a low immune system? Can't figure it out. So what we're talking about today is you should take heart because no one and nothing is as it appears or as he appears. On one hand, everybody's trying to impress you, so they're probably not telling you the full truth when they tell you news. On the other hand, when something bad happens, don't immediately start crying. It may be much less severe than you think it is. And that could be right, Jesse. You know, I haven't been sleeping as well as I would have liked recently. You know what it is? I'm going to bed later, but my mind, my biological clock is still waking me up around the same time, like around 8 o'clock, 8:30 or stuff like that. So if even I get to bed at 2 o'clock, I'm only getting like 6 hours sleep. And I try to keep sleeping, but I can't. So maybe the solution is I have to get to bed earlier. That's possible. So thank you for the advice, Jesse. And the other thing that we're talking about is that a quote that my mom used to tell me, which is nothing is as good or as bad as it first appears. I gave some stories about Iraq, and we had Abhishek Trivedi, who's also in the chat, giving a story about his job. And just reminding you that when you think something is going super well, be careful. Nothing is as good as it first appears. And if things are going terribly, don't worry, because nothing is usually as bad as it first appears. And let me see, I gotta take some more cough medicine and whatnot. Feeling a little lightheaded, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. We got 8 people here. You got 8 likes. I think we should have 10 likes. Double click the screen like this. I hope you'll subscribe to my channel. My name is MonroeMann, and we talk about lots of stuff here. Amazing different topics, music, comedy, all beautiful stuff. Thank you. We got 10 likes. You guys are awesome. Got a lot of comments here. Jesse gets sick a lot because I don't sleep, but I don't care. I don't care except for the fact that it makes doing anything difficult. I can't think when I'm sick. It's hard for me to talk. I can't do the live streams as often. And I just feel miserable. Abhishek says, how should I work on myself? Because it's midnight here, but I'm not able to sleep. I'm getting a lot of thoughts about my future, which makes me worry. I'm 22. And I always tell people, well, I'm going to be doing this new TEDx talk in Philadelphia in August. And the title is, I am the CEO of Me, Inc. So, Abhishek, you need to start reading books about business, about strategy, finance, marketing, advertising, profit and loss statements, balance sheets, legal stuff, contracts, everything, because you need to run your life like a business. Every business has a business plan for the long term, 10, 15 years, short term, medium term, 3 years, and short term, this year. Do you? Do you have a very clear strategy for where your company is going? What's your company? Your company is Abhishek Trivedi, Inc., right? And I think it's great that you're 22 now. You've got a lot of time to plan. You've got a whole summer ahead of you. July, August are still here, and most of September. So I would really sit down and figure out, what do you really want to accomplish in your life 20 years from now? How do you want people to think of you? How do you want people to remember you? And then what you do is you work backwards and create shorter term plans to make it possible that those plans, that strategy can come into play and actually come true. So I think that's the number one thing you should work on, is create your plan for your life. That's it. And you make that plan without restriction. You don't make the plan based on how much money you have, on how many connections you have, on how old you are, on how smart you are. You just think, best case scenario, what do I want people to know me as having accomplished in 20 years? So when you're 42, Abhishek, what have you done? What have you accomplished? That will put you on track for everything else for the rest of your life. Has anyone told you that you're helpful, kind, and honest? You have. Thank you, Video Game Studio. But bad grammar. It's not your, Y-O-U-R. It's Y-O-U''R-E. You got to make sure your grammar is correct. Has anyone told you that you're helpful and kind and honest? So, thank you. Pavel, I'm in the village now and I need less time to get enough sleep. It's a completely different story in the city. That is true. If you're living a less stressful life, you probably need less sleep. Very wise words. 100%, Pavel. Jesse needs a compliment. Jesse, you are one of the best moderators on my channel. Jesse, you're also one of the first moderators on the channel. Jesse, you're an amazing artist. Jesse, I'm looking forward to this getting monetized so we can open up the merchandise store together and we can sell some of your designs on t-shirts. It's going to be fantastic and amazing. So don't you go anywhere, because I need those designs. And you're going to get paid for them, because I'm gonna buy a license fee from you so that you make it'll be a flat fee. I'm not going to give you royalties on everything sold. In fact, a flat fee, you might even make more money than I make selling the merchandise. Super like to me. Thanks, Pavel. Appreciate it. At Game Studio, don't really deserve company. Jesse, shut up. Just shut up. I just gave you a bunch of compliments, and don't insult me by telling me you didn't deserve them. Because I give compliments when they're deserved. And everyone here is giving you compliments because you deserve them. You got it? Good. MJ Wilson is in the house. Great to see you. Now I'm thirsty. I think this medication makes me a little bit thirsty. I'm going to keep going on the comments in a second. Stand by. Oh, man, I'm so woozy. It's not good. I hate being sick. It's the worst feeling ever. All right, I'm going to drink a lot of this right here. Ready? Look at this. Boom. I'm going to take a big swig, ladies and gentlemen. Stand by. This would be a good time for you to hydrate as well. Go drink some water right now. I'll be right back. 1 sec. Okay. Let me come over here and plug in. Okay. Here we are. Hey, Wilson. That's right. Studio compliments everyone because everyone deserves a compliment. Go make some tea with honey. Yeah, honey would help a lot. 20 years, Pavel. 20 years. Studio cries in the corner every single night. As long as you get up, dust yourself off, and try again, that's good. There are two types of people. Those who cry on the outside and those who cry on the inside. So that's it. Some people show it and actually cry, and some people are just miserable and depressed and sad, lonely inside. There is nobody who doesn't cry, because life is challenging for absolutely everybody. For everybody. So don't worry about that. And for cough, try ginger. Oh, I haven't heard about that, but I should try ginger. That would be good. Jesse, have you ever had cooked ginger? Fried ginger? So yummy. Good. Go get some juice. Benson. Benson, I hope you're still here, because I'm going to answer your question. If you had the choice of playing one role in a movie, which would it be? Does it have to be a role that's already been played by somebody, or I make up a role? If I make up a role, I'd like to play a role in a movie that really inspires people. And after they watch the movie, they're crying and they're believing in themselves and going after their dreams. And, hey, Violeta, ¿cómo estás? Guys, please click the screen, double click it. That'll give us a like, or just like it any way you can. Let's see if we can get up to 12 likes. Much appreciated. Violeta, great to see you. Jesse doesn't have juice, but you really wanted juice. I'm sorry to have gotten your taste buds salivating only for you to be foiled at the gate. And so again, what our topic today is, don't compare yourself to other people. That's one of the lessons, because nothing is as it seems. And their fancy life is not as perfect as it seems to be. And number two, when you get good or bad news, don't let that really influence you too much, because nothing is as good or as bad as it first appears. You get bad news, it's probably not as bad as you think. You get good news, it's probably not as good as you think. Oh, thanks, Benson. I appreciate you telling me that I'm underrated. Yeah, I think, what's Aidan? How are you? Mazel tov. I think there should be 5,000 people in here watching me talk. Not 6, but slow and steady, we will get there, guys. We're going to keep going. I ain't giving up. I'm going to keep pushing forward. And got to keep on inspiring people. So yeah, Benson, regarding that question, an inspiring role. I think it would be an inspiring role of somebody like an underdog, someone who struggled for 20 years and then finally succeeded. It'd be cool? It'd be cool to play myself in a movie where someone else plays me when I was younger. And then finally, when it gets to the end, I play myself when everything succeeded, when the YouTube channel took off. Suddenly, I went up from 7 viewers, live viewers, to 7,000 viewers every time I went live, with millions of subscribers. I'm being paid lots of money to speak all around the world. Lots of crazy stuff. My company, Breakdiving, is really growing. Oh, we came up, my friend Ishmael and I, he's a part of Breakdiving. We had a long 3-hour Zoom call today. And we came up with the new community motto for Breakdiving. I'll tell you now, and you tell me if you guys like it. Dream big, mentor often, achieve together. I'll say it again. Dream big, mentor often, achieve together. And that's actually what the breakdiving community is. I think that does a very good job of explaining what it is. Yeah, imagine yourself like your life is a movie is a great motivation for me. Yeah. Something that keeps me motivated sometimes when I'm feeling bad is knowing this period of my life is just maybe chapter 6 in a 13-chapter book. And chapter 6 is where YouTube channel is starting to grow, but it's still struggling. My mom is struggling. I'm not financially where I want to be ideally. And I'm getting sick all the time. And breakdiving isn't the huge success that I want, but that's not failure. It's just the end of chapter 4. And chapter 5 is when suddenly, whoa, things start to blow up. Hey, Jesse, you wrote it there in the chat. What do you guys like? Do you like that motto? Dream big, mentor often, achieve together. Because the idea is people in breakdiving, we all have big dreams. The idea is we want to recruit people who help others, which is why mentor often. And the idea is if you dream big and go after your dreams, but you also mentor and help others in areas where you're an expert, we can all achieve our dreams together. And I think that's a really beautiful mission. What do you guys think? And Pavel's asking, how are you feeling today? Was something special? No, I just feel incredibly sick and beaten down physically. The sickness is not fun. But yesterday, my mom and I dragged my mom to the swimming pool here, the local pool, and we had a great time swimming, and that was really nice. And today I had this really great meeting with Ishmael for 3 hours. We came up with that slogan, and I think it's really good. So I'm not feeling, mentally I'm feeling good, if that makes sense. Physically, no. Physically, I feel like a train. I feel like a hammer is going bonk, 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 bonk all over me. Not very comfortable. My parents are low on money, so video game studio, guess what? That's just chapter 4. Because in chapter 5, things start to jump. Idan, yeah, I seem a bit down. I have no energy. But I need to do these lives because I want to make sure that I'm there for you guys. And I need that watch time. I am determined to lead the way, showing that you can eventually make money by YouTubing. So I need to get more watch time by doing this. All of you guys could help me, by the way, if each of you commit to today watching one of my videos for an hour. That would mean if there are 10 people here, that's 10 extra hours of watch time. Just press the thing on and go for a walk. You don't even have to watch it. Just let's get some watch time. We need watch time. What's the W motto, Benson? What do you mean by W? What does W stand for? Jesse likes the motto. He's just sick. The video is a big W? What's a big W? I don't understand what that means. Yeah, super sick. I'm not very happy physically. Is Delaware here? Delaware's here. What's up, Delaware? Let's get a few more likes, guys. Let's get up to 15. We're at 13. Double click the screen. Let's get some more likes. And you don't say Coq de la, and I'm reading the Cyrillic in the chat. Dershi Golave Visoko Monroe. So I don't know what that means. But Coq de la means how are you? So I got that. And Monroe at the end. So I guess you're asking me how am I doing. Thanks for watching my old streams. Guys, you don't realize how beneficial it is for you to watch my old streams or my old videos. You guys have the power. This channel can get monetized in half the time. Instead of October or November, it could be end of August. If each of you just could watch 2 to 3 hours of my videos per day. It seems like it's asking a lot, but you could do it on your computer. Log in on your computer. You could still be playing a video game on your phone while you're listening to me for 3 hours. Like 8 people times 3. That's 24 hours of watch time. It's not a lot. Not a lot. You guys have an incredible amount of power. Just so you know. It's a win. Oh, win equals W. So, girl, I think you like it then. So, now, why should you join break diving? Well, if you like the motto, dream big, mentor often, and achieve together, if that resonates with you, then you'll probably fit in really well at break diving. If you like achieving dreams, if you like helping other people, we can help you. We can help you do that. What's balit? I don't know what that means, Pavel. Win, win, win. Big one. L equals lose. Hope you get better. I like your pronunciation. Thank you. How's it going? Keep your head up. Thank you, Adon. That's great. You got to put it on repeat. Just listen to the song over and over and over again. 400 times, and I'll get massive amounts of watch time. I miss the summer. Thank you. Thank you for watching that, Idan. I greatly appreciate that. Studio, you're new here, but you're already a close part of the family. And Idan, I'm happy to do the live stream with you. If you want to become a guest, we can do some exercise, do some fitness together. I think that would be great. It would be fantastic. So, I'm going to summarize everything a little bit because I think I got to go take a nap or something. I don't feel so good. But remember, take heart. No one is who they seem to be, right? No one. Everyone's putting on a mask. Everyone's trying to impress you. They don't have a perfect life. Nobody has a perfect life. And even if they do have a perfect life, guess what? Nothing is as good or as bad as it first appears. In other words, if they have a perfect life, it's not going to last. And they're going to be struck with some difficulty sooner or later. So just take life in stride. Take every day in stride. Stop comparing yourself to other people. Cool? Yeah, the sun is always shining somewhere. I have a bunch of other songs on there. Life is Tough. Get Off Your Ass. Hollywood Girls. Look Around. I Miss the Summer. I hope you'll go watch all those videos. watch as many of my videos as you can. And I mean, getting this channel to the point where it's making money, it would be absolutely amazing. So to 8 to 10 a.m. New York time. That's fine, Adon. So send me a message and which day you're free, 8 to 10 a.m. And we'll do a live stream like around 8 to 10 a.m. All right? Thank you, Benson. Thank you, guys. Jesse, great to see you. Be positive. And, Idan says, whenever you're ready. So why don't we just wait till I'm not sick anymore? So maybe after Wednesday, probably Wednesday, Thursday, I'll probably feel better. And let's do it. Maybe even Thursday morning. Cool. Thank you, guys. You guys are absolutely fantastic. Thanks for spending some time here. Kek Urop, thanks for watching. And we are a little bit closer to success with this YouTube channel. And I hope I've helped you become a little bit more successful in your mind through this live stream. Bye, guys.